damage comes fast with arguments and fights, accidents, breaking the law.
Instead of jumping up in the morning to have clean, healthy fun, a headache and a feeling of regret.
And the damage comes slow, as the human body is not designed to handle the powerful chemical of alcohol.
This is a slice through an actual human liver. Can everyone see that?
Yes.
So when I think about what the liver is and what it does, I like to think of a washing machine. So in a washing machine, you put dirty clothes in and clean clothes come out, right? If you do it properly, right? Yeah. So the liver is kind of like the washing machine in your body. Blood travels through there where it gets cleaned and filtered, and then clean blood comes out, right? Yeah.
So what's in blood that's so important?
Oxygen.
Oxygen, right. Every cell in your body needs oxygen to function. So when you run, when you make a fist, anything, all those cells are using oxygen.
And alcohol does some very critical things to your liver. It prevents the blood from being cleaned and from being filtered. And so when that happens, your liver gets really sick. This right here is a diseased liver. It's a slice from an actual human diseased liver. And these little yellow marks right here are scars. This is what's called a cirrhotic liver, and this is what happens when you drink too much alcohol. So your liver gets really sick, and you can't clean the blood properly in your system, so you get really, really sick. And it can even sometimes lead to death.
Another thing that this scarring can lead to, or just drinking alcohol alone can lead to, is cancer. A lot of people know that smoking is linked to lung cancer. Well, a lot of times people don't make the association that alcohol is linked to cirrhosis and also to liver cancer. So people who drink have a higher chance of getting metastatic liver cancer.
It is something that your body does not need, that is damaging to every part of the body that it comes in contact with. The primary areas that it comes in contact with are the brain, the circulatory system, the liver, which tries to remove the alcohol that comes into the body but cannot. Alcohol will injure the cells of the liver, and a person can become very, very, very sick. With the heart, it can damage the heart. Initially, it will make the blood pressure go down, but eventually it will cause the heart rate and the blood pressure to go up. In some cases, sudden death can occur from too much alcohol intake because of this injury to the heart itself. When alcohol hits the brain, it has a direct effect on the nervous cells themselves. As we know, the brain is filled with millions, billions of nerves, nerve cells and nerve endings. And all the activities that our body does, whether it be functioning of the heart, our breathing, just moving, talking, seeing, those are all coordinated by activities in the brain.
Today we brought an actual human brain. I also brought along this cord that comes off of the brain. Does anybody know what that might be?
Spinal cord.
Yeah, the spinal cord, right?
Alcohol will cause injury to the brain cells, your ability to do things, how you talk, how you move, how you respond, your reflexes.
Good. You're showing quick reflexes. One of the things that alcohol does to the brain, you don't have as quick of a reaction time. And so it slows the brain down.
Are you ready? Here it goes.
What we do in the laboratory is devise very refined tests that can tell whether the alcohol is impairing or worsening your performance on a task. And everything tells us that in the developing body, the effects are likely to be stronger and more harmful than in the adult body. The adolescent or teenage body is still growing, and it needs all its resources to develop normally. So it's not by accident that the drinking age is 21 now in most states.
In fact, alcohol causes severe problems with learning and, in particular, growth and development in children. Alcohol has a much harder effect on the brains of children than it does on adults because you're still making what we call synapses or connections between the cells in your brain, which are called, does anybody know what the cells in your brain are called?
Neurons?
Neurons, right.
Exactly, and alcohol affects these neurons. They prevent you from being able to study more effectively. They prevent you from being able to coordinate your emotions more effectively. So alcohol affects your brain cells. It kills these brain cells so that you don't have as many brain cells to use when you think. You don't have as many brain cells to use when you play sports. Or you don't have as many brain cells to use when you study for a test. So this is why it's important to keep in mind that alcohol is damaging to your brain and can be damaging to your life.
I just feel that alcohol made me stupid. It like numbed my brain. It does affect your brain cells a lot.
And I was getting like, duh, stupid, even when I was sober.
If you're drinking and you can't do your homework, you're not going anywhere.
Without an education, I ain't gonna, do nothing.
It makes it a lot harder to concentrate. Well, I know my brain was operating real slow.
That's too bad, because you lose, alcohol beats you.